Hey guys, so I wanted to make a quick video, but I wanted to show you this first before I get into what I made the video for. There's Stewie, my little buddy, Stewie! So, it's snowing again, once again, in New England. It's kind of frustrating because this is the second storm this week and the fourth or fifth storm this month, which is pretty crazy because, you know, we're starting to get into March soon and spring is around the corner. It's just frustrating that we get the snow like the last minute. The bag that I bought, I mentioned it in my vlog and I wanted to kind of go over a few things about it because I felt that it was worth kind of like doing a review kind of on. So the bag is a satchel style bag, a satchel handbag, and it's a style that I've been wanting for a long time, ever since I started realizing that I was hugely into like vintage style. So finally I found one on eBay and was skeptical on buying it. You guys know that if you watched my last vlog, because I just don't trust people that aren't like big companies. And when I think about it, there's times where I've gotten purses from, you know, really good companies and then they end up breaking. So it's like you don't really know where to get good bags anymore unless you get like a legit leather one, which I don't really want. I just don't want, I don't know, it just bothers me buying something that they took off from an animal, you know? So this is made from PU leather, which sounds weird, I know, but if you don't know what it is, it's basically leather, thin leather strips that they bind together and kind of like pound together, almost like if you have like particle board or whatnot, I guess. It's kind of like on that concept, and then they put this thing called bi-cast leather, or bi-cast something, and it coats the old leather and kind of makes it like, you know, put together and make it look like it's actual leather. So on some cases it kind of does have leather in it, but it's, you know, it's not complete leather. So the details on it are you have this little swivel hardware to open it. You have these on the side, which I was kind of disappointed with how cheap these look, and I don't know if they're going to come up on camera, but this is really flimsy, and it might just be because it's not like attached to anything specific. It's actually the button for to snap it on, but I'm thinking maybe it's just that, but I don't know, it just felt like it's a bit cheap. So I'm hoping that it doesn't break, but I don't know. The more I look at it, the more I feel like it seems like it's a little better quality than I thought. Like I said, I had low expectations, so I think that I lowered it more than I thought it would be, if that makes sense. I had lower expectations than I thought it was actually going to be, so I'm kind of being harsh on it, I guess. So, but yeah, I mean, I think that'll be fine. It's not like I'm going to be buckling this, you know, each side. I'm not going to be like undoing that. It's just for decoration. And then the yeah, I guess it would be a button. It has a magnet in it, so once you kind of put it over, it just snaps in, and super easy. These are a little bit thin, but it's nothing big because it's just decoration. I feel like it still feels, you know, decent. And then the only thing that worried about me is when I first got it, I can't remember which side it is, but on each side it has this little strap with a little kind of stud type thing that is screwed into the purse. There's like a little screw that comes out, and this little knob thing screws onto it. Now I'm not going to take it off. It is glued because I had to glue it, but I'm not going to take it off just in case. But what you're supposed to be able to do is, you see there's another hole there. You're supposed to be able to take it off and then reposition it to that one if you want, or just leave it off. But it's supposed to kind of gather the purse right there together. But you can leave it open so it gives you more room and stuff. But I don't mind the look of it. So I'm just going to leave it on. But I can't remember which side it is, but I think it's this one. But I had to glue it on because it fell off and it wouldn't screw back on. So I ended up gluing it and then screwing it on best I could. So I'm hoping it stays. And that might just be because they were just trying to quickly get it out and whatnot, but I'm hoping that it wasn't, you know, it's not like made cheaply or whatnot. But and then in the back you can see it has the stitching of how they sewed that part on, so that's kind of different from what I'm used to. Alright, now back to the front. The handle here has a braided detailing, which I really liked, and that was one of the things that stole me on this purse, because I really like that look. It's very vintage, you know, style, so I really like that. And then it has these little studs to hold on the handle on each side, and then they're right there too for decoration, I guess. Okay, now the next thing that I was kind of skeptical on or worried about is these right here, which is like a claw hook, I think they're called. It feels a bit cheap, but I don't know. I could always replace them, so I'm not terribly worried, but I was a little worried that it would end up breaking. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell the quality in here, but it seems a little cheap to me. But I'm gonna just keep it on until it, you know, possibly breaks. If it doesn't, great, but if it does, I'll get some more of these hooks and try to fix it myself. But this stuff right here feels, you know, decent. The strap here is a bit thin, but the way the purse sits on my shoulder and the way it kind of drapes across my body as the satchel, I feel like, you know, it sits right, so it's not tugging or pulling, so I feel like the strap's, you know, decent. And the one thing I do like about the strap that my other purse didn't have is it is an adjustable strap, which works out perfect because my other purse didn't have that, and it hit about my thigh, so every time I would be walking it would, like, you know, be bouncing off my thigh, and I think maybe that's why it messed up here, because the strap here was hooked to like these little hooks that were right here, and so I'm thinking maybe it just kept pulling and ended up breaking it. But it's just kind of poorly thought out, I guess, when they thought about that, but it's alright. But I do like the fact that you can adjust this, and now I can have it sitting on my hip and it's safe. So now for the inside, you just pull these off and then you'll twist that off and then you lift it. Now this, when I first got it, I felt like this was a bit thin, but the more I feel it, the more I can just tell that it's a little better than I thought it was. So I am glad. I'm starting to like this purse more and more, which is good. So when you first open it, it does have a zipper. I just didn't have it closed. Let me just zip it really quick. But it does have a zipper. So I really like that, because in my last purse it didn't have that, and it didn't also have the little buckle, the little buttons. So this would pop off, the little twisting hardware, however you want to say it, button thing would pop off. This would be half open and my purse would be gaped open, and there's no zippers, so everything was just like open for anyone to just take whatever they wanted or anything to fall out. So I do like the fact that this not only has this little clasp thing, whatever you want to call that, but it also has the two buttons on the side for each, and then it has the zipper. So I feel like my stuff is going to be a lot safer in this purse. Okay, so you open the zipper up, and I have my stuff in here, but I'm going to take some of it out so that way I can kind of show you how big it is, and you can kind of tell how much stuff I have in there. And I have another little pouch. Okay, so the first thing too that I like about the inside is I kind of like the fact that it has this, I don't know, I guess not really tent material, but you guys can kind of see it's like that shiny material that is sleek kind of feeling. And I know a lot of people would like kind of more material in their purse, which my last one did, but I feel like when you have this, if anything leaks or if anything ends up like bleeding or something like that, you can wash it out a lot easier than if it's fabric, because I've had stuff kind of get loose, or some liquids get loose in my last purse, and I just feel like I just couldn't clean it out that good. So I do like the fact that it is this material. It's probably the more cheaper stuff, but I don't mind it. So it does have your designated zipper right there, which I just have my lip glosses and stuff in it. And then on this side, you have your standard like cell phone or little, you know, pockets like that on each side, like that, which I have my gum and stuff in. And then my little makeup pouch that I just have a few things in. So this thing is pretty deep. I don't know if you guys can tell, but here's my wallet. If you guys can kind of judge, like that's just the basic size wallets, you know. That are kind of like this, if you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm even making sense, but it's about the same size as the wallet almost. So that's how deep it is, which is pretty good. I mean, I don't care, excuse me, I don't care if it's like super deep, like I don't want a massive purse, but I feel like there is a lot of room, like it goes all in there on each side. And I can hold, you know, the amount of stuff that I want. I have my lip glosses and chapsticks and stuff in there. I have a little bit of ginger candies. I have my little makeup pouch, which is just like that, just a few essentials. I have my wallet that I'm going to put back in there. And these are just some random like coupons and coupon booklets and stuff that I've gotten. And then there's like this little spot here. I just put this little pouch here. Which has, get a little closer, which just has, like, I can open it. You guys can see yourself and me. Okay. Which just has like a brush. It has, some, what is that? Some lotion, I think it is. And then some other little card stuff. So I like having like little, it's not going to close, I'll close it later. So I like having little teeny pouches so that way everything's organized when you don't have a lot of compartments. But I feel like this purse is a good size for me. I don't like to carry a whole lot in my purse, but I feel like it's a good amount to carry. So yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell the quality of the purse, but that's kind of like the close-up of what it kind of looks like. But yeah, I don't know. It feels like better and better the more I look at it. So if you guys are into if you guys are into like purses and you know the different qualities of purses, I cannot talk today, and you can kind of judge by this video of the quality. I know that it's always hard, especially in a picture. It's so hard to tell the quality of stuff. But if you guys can kind of like maybe tell me whether you think it's a good quality or not, or I don't know, something like that, it would be kind of nice. But I feel like the more I look at it, the more I feel it. I feel like it is a lot more sturdier than I thought. I think I had really low expectations because, I mean, I figured I'm getting it off eBay. I have no clue what to suspect. I have no clue what they're sending me. They could be sending me a total crap bag that as soon as I take it out of the packaging, it's gonna just rip and be done with. So I just, you know, I had really low expectations, but the more I look at it and the more I show people and they say, oh, I like it and I feel like it's good quality, you know, it makes me feel good. So, because I only paid total $23 for this, which is a steal if it lasts and if it's, you know, a good quality. So yeah, that's the bag. I'm just going to do another spin so you guys can just kind of see it again. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope that this kind of gives you an idea of what is on eBay. I can leave the buyer down below if you're interested in this type of bag. Or, I mean, not the buyer, the seller. So if you're interested in this bag or anything that they sell, they're very good. I thought the company itself, or the seller itself, was very easy to work with. It's a China company, and they were telling me when my package shipped, and it shipped so fast. It came here a little over a week, all the way from China. So it's really good. I think that the company is really good. So I'll definitely leave their link and stuff below so you can check their stuff out. But yeah, so tell me what you guys think in the comments, and definitely tell me whether you can tell whether yeah, I gotta stop. Weather. Just tell me if you know, or if you can tell this is decent quality. So I'll just kind of show you the stitching too, because I know stitching is a huge thing in the whole sewing department. Because I know some about sewing, but I don't sew personally because of the fact that I don't have a sewing machine, and I learned some in school, but I just never really got into it because I didn't have a sewing machine. But anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will go and stop rambling. I'm really tired out because I cleaned really good, and then I ended up working out for a while. And I did a Zumba demo thing on Connect. So I'm pretty sweaty and kind of like blah, that's why I'm not showing myself. So you guys can just look at my pretty bag while I talk to you guys. But anyways, I'm gonna leave you with this pretty, well, maybe not so pretty. I mean, pretty for those who don't get to see it, but for people like me who see it all the time and want spring, it's kind of like a blah ending. But I will leave you with this pretty scene of winter, and I hope that you all are doing well, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.